Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So first of all, Happy New Year. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year. So the reason why I have been absent from YouTube and Instagram and kind of like all of my social media really is because my mum has been really poorly. So she had an operation, like an emergency type operation in November, and basically since then it became infected and like I had to rush her back to hospital, and like she's just basically been really poorly, and she was in hospital just before Christmas and luckily they let her out in time. That is why I haven't been making any videos, because I have literally been looking after my mum. That is why I haven't been here. I just wanted to let you guys know that, because I really didn't want anyone thinking that I had literally just like stopped making videos or anything like that, because I really love making videos for you guys and I didn't want you to think that I had literally just disappeared off the face of the earth. So anyway, going into the new year, I decided a couple of weeks ago that I was going to start making videos twice a week instead of once a week. So there will be a video going up every Sunday, how it was basically before, and there will also be a video going up every Wednesday or Thursday. I haven't decided the day yet. I think it will probably be Wednesdays because that's kind of like the middle of the week. So today's video is going to be my 2016 favourites. Everything that I'm mentioning is stuff that I've been using throughout 2016 that I absolutely love. I've repurchased a lot of it, and it's just products or things that I literally couldn't live without, and they made such a big difference to kind of like my everyday life, I guess. Okay, so the first product is a bit of a random one, but it's one that I definitely wouldn't be without. This is the Nivea Rich Moisturising Cream, and as you can see, it's like a really big bottle, which I love. Basically, this one is the dry to very dry skin, and it has almond oil in it. I absolutely loved using this. I used this throughout the summer. I used it on holiday. I haven't really used it much this winter because one, I haven't really been out because I've been with my mum, and two, I don't really like get my legs out in the winter because it's freezing. The reason why I purchased it in the first place was I can't remember who it was. I think it was Makeup Shayla who spoke about this. I can't honestly remember, but basically it is a body lotion. I'm going to put some on now so you can see. But it has the most incredible finish to it. Just going to rub it in for you guys. I prefer using this because it just gives the most incredible sheen to the skin, and I don't even know if this is going to show up on camera very well. It basically looks like you have a shimmer on your body, but you don't have any shimmer on at all. It is just incredible, and every time I use this in the summer, like especially on holiday, I got a couple of comments from people saying, oh my god, what's that body shimmer that you're wearing? And I was like, it's just Nivea cream. So I absolutely love this. I will continue to use this in 2017. I just thought it was so good. I got this for like £2.50 or something like that, and it's actually like a huge bottle, you can see, compared to my head. This stuff is amazing, and I would use this over any body products, I guess. Love that and highly recommend it. Next I have fragrance, and I've spoken about this before. It's a Byredo product, and it is actually Byredo Gypsy Water. This is literally the most incredible fragrance ever. I love Byredo's fragrances anyway. I love all of their fragrances, but this is just such a beautiful fragrance, and this is my second bottle, I think, and then I also have like a mini travel size as well. I love this fragrance so much. This is actually one of my really good friends that recommended this. I actually have got a couple of products in this video that she did recommend to me, and that's my friend Sophia, and she has a blog which I will link below, but she basically got me onto Byredo products, and this scent especially. It smells like summer, but then it's I wear this throughout the winter anyway, so it just smells absolutely beautiful. I also have it in a body lotion, which you saw before. I think it was in like a what's in my bag video that I had my body cream. And yeah, I absolutely love this fragrance. And I definitely want to try out some more scents this year because I love the staying power of this fragrance. And I also get a lot of compliments on this particular fragrance, and it just has really lovely happy memories for me. I would highly recommend going to Liberty's, or I think Space NK stock Byredo now, but to go and check out their fragrances that they have on offer, because there are so many and I just love it. I love the name of it as well and love Byredo. So I am sticking within the Byredo theme. I just thought I would tell you about my next product because it is another Byredo product, and these are the Byredo candles. This one I haven't actually used yet. I got this for Christmas, but this is the Byredo Treehouse fragrance. I also have downstairs that's burning right now, I think, a Bibliothèque candle, which is my all-time favourite fragrance in a candle ever. I mean, I wish that they would make it into a fragrance because it's just the most incredible scent. So if you didn't know what Bibliothèque means, it's library in French, and it does smell like a library. It also smells like a bit like a church to me as well. I was also lucky enough to get Treehouse for Christmas, which smells insane. It smells a little bit like a Christmas tree, but then you've also got like some darkness in there of like a wood. It kind of smells a little bit oody as well. Oh, it smells divine. These candles are so luxurious. They make such beautiful presents, and the burning time on these is really, really good. This has literally got me through the winter. It's actually, I've had it for about 6 months and it's still going. Like, I like to burn it like sort of 2 hours at a time, and then I'll turn it off, and the fragrance really lasts very well in a room. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful fragrance, and I absolutely love this one as well. Moving on to hair, I'm not a massive hair person. I also just got my hair cut, actually. I've had quite a lot cut off of it, if you didn't guys already notice. But I had this done about 3 weeks ago, I think. And I really love it. I had about 3 inches off of it, I think. And it just feels so like fresh and light, and I love it. So I'm not big on hair. Like, I'm not good at doing my own hair. Like, I like to curl it. I'm not good at doing like curly blow dries or anything like that. I just really roughly blow dry it and then just style it as I can. So I'm not very talented when it comes to hair. 2 products that I used consistently throughout 2016 that I absolutely loved, and the first one, which I literally could not be without. I feel like it's changed my hair, and I haven't found a serum any better than that, and it's the Orbe Gold Last Oil. I have had this for a really long time, and I mean over a year I've had this for. It's literally, I mean, you can see it's not even gone yet. I mean, I know it does say 12 months on it, so I probably shouldn't be using it anymore, but I've still got some left and I'm going to finish it up before I buy another one. Yes, it's quite expensive. It's about £40, I think, but it's the best stuff I ever bought for my hair, and I'm so in love with it. I like to add it to the ends of my hair and sort of like mid-lengths and ends when my hair's slightly damp, and then once I've styled it, I run it through, and I find that it's really, really good for anyone with frizzy hair, and it just feels so nice on the hair. Kind of, if you've got fine hair, this is really good. I use this on my mum's hair quite a lot, and she's got fairly fine hair, and what I find with it is it just doesn't make your hair greasy, which I really love, because I've used a lot of brands that are aimed at sort of frizz and stuff like that, and it's just made my hair really greasy within like a day. If you're in the market for a new hair oil, I would definitely give this one a whirl because it's so good. And then the next product is the Mason Pearson Popular Brush. This is such a good hairbrush. This was about £60, I think, this hairbrush, or it could have been a little bit more than that. It was very expensive, but with Mason Pearson brushes, they say that you only ever need to purchase like one in a lifetime. This is such an amazing brush if you suffer from frizz, you have dull looking hair and you want to add more shine to your hair in a natural way. It just brushes through your hair so nicely. I mean, I have tangle teasers. I've had loads of different hairbrushes over the year. With my hair is very curly. It's like ringlets when it's not kind of like styled or anything. And I find that my hair just breaks really, really easily. I also have an underactive thyroid, which means that my hair falls out really, really quickly. I'm very lucky that my hair is very thick. What I do find is this doesn't break my hair, and I've used so many hairbrushes that have, and what I love about this is it's got boar bristles in it. So this is the version that has nylon bristles and then the boar bristles through it as well. So it brushes through really well, it detangles your hair very well, and it just makes your hair look so shiny. You wouldn't even need any product in it. I mean, I could go without using my hair oil and just use this, but I like them both together. I like the results they give me. This is such an amazing hairbrush, and I know that it's very, very expensive, but if you are in the market for a new hairbrush, I would really recommend this. I couldn't live without this now. Moving on to skincare, I only have 2 products here because these are the 2 that I feel have made a really big difference to my life, especially last year. And you know that I go through stages of like getting breakouts, dryness. I go through so many different stages with my skin, and I feel like the 2 products that really just kind of kept my skin looking really, really good throughout 2016. So the first one is the Sarah Chapman Skin Assist Overnight Facial. I couldn't live without this oil. I mean, like, if I could go to a desert island and have 1 or 2 products, this would definitely be one of them, because it just makes my skin look so fresh, and it makes it look like I've had a facial. And I mean, I put this on at night and I wake up in the morning and my skin looks completely transformed. And I know that's quite a strong statement to make, but honestly, it's true. I mean, it brightens, it evens out my skin tone. It's just one of my all-time favorite skincare products, and I will buy this time after time. What I find is when I put it on, it really just spreads very, very nicely all over my skin, because it is an oil. If it was a cream, I feel like it would be harder to spread, but because it is an oil, it distributes evenly, and I love it. Okay, second product is a sheet mask, and it is by the brand called SK2. I've been using these for, I think it's 2 years now, and the best sheet mask I've ever used in my life, honest to God. It is incredible. So these little babies are very pricey. I don't use it that often, but when I do use it, I see a huge difference in my skin. Compared to the Sarah Chapman oil, this is like getting a facelift, and I know again, that's a very strong statement to make, but this really tightens your skin. So once you remove it, it literally just tightens everything without obviously making you feel extremely uncomfortable. But yeah, it's radiance boosting. It puts loads of moisture back into your skin. It's got a really famous ingredient in all their products, and I will comment below what it's called, but it's just amazing. It really, really is so good, and everyone that I've recommended these to that have bought one have said to me how much they love them. If you live in the US, you can buy these individually at Sephora. If you try that, see how you get on, I guarantee you will go back for more, because they are absolutely incredible. I definitely couldn't ever live without this either, ever. I will always repurchase these. It makes such a difference to your skin, and I really like to use them before like events, parties, or if my skin's just looking really, really dull, I'll just slap one of these on, and then I just feel like $1 million. I love them. Okay, so moving on to makeup. The first product of 2016 that I love is something that I was actually quite late to the bandwagon on. These came out about 3 years ago, I think, and I only started using it last year, and I've wanted to use it for a really long time, but I just wasn't really sure about them. I regret so much not getting it before, and the product that I'm talking about is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and this is the colour Dim Light. This is the colour here. And basically it's so good. I use this as a all over powder. I actually have it on at the moment. It makes your skin a little bit matte, so it helps to keep your makeup on, but then at the same time it adds radiance. Now, I suffer with combination oily skin. I want a powder that's going to make my makeup last, it's going to take the excessive shine off my face, but at the same time I don't want to look completely flat. So what this does is it puts a little bit of light and radiance back into my face whilst keeping my makeup on, and it really does keep my makeup on. I have been using this constantly, and I don't feel like I've ever had to touch my makeup up, apart from maybe like my concealer a tiny bit or add a little bit more mascara. Like, I've never ever had to kind of repowder my face. I love these so much. The only thing that I think is really, really sad about this is they don't have enough shades for every single skin tone, and that would be something that I really wish Hourglass would do, because they are such good powders. Next product is this little bad boy here, and this is MAC Costa Riche eyeliner. I have spoken about this a lot. Oh my god. If MAC ever discontinue this, I will cry. I will cry my eyes out, because this is the only eyeliner that I really like using, and the colour is just so beautiful. I'm going to show it to you guys now, because honestly, guys, it's amazing. So this is what the colour looks like. You can see that it's like a reddy kind of brown colour, but basically this is what it looks like once it's smudged. If you have green eyes, blue eyes, or even brown eyes as well, this is going to make your eye makeup pop. I have it on underneath my eyes at the moment, and I also have it on the top lid. It's just the most perfect eyeliner It's like the best shade. I cannot find for the life of me a shade like it. It's really, really quite difficult to get hold of. You can only get it at MAC Pro stores. Both the Pro stores in London haven't had it in for a really, really long time, and I just pray and hope to God that it's not been discontinued. But you can also get it online at MAC Cosmetics, and it's called Costa Riche, and basically if you buy anything this year, you buy that. Okay, so the next product is a product that I have been going on and on about since I came back from California, and it is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless primer. This really did change my life in 2016. So the backstory, I used to hate primers so much. I thought it was all a load of crap and I just didn't really believe in them. Honest to God, I didn't. And I've tried loads of them. I've tried the Hourglass ones, I've tried the L'Oreal ones, I've tried the Makeup Forever ones, and I just thought, meh. I just didn't see the point. Fast forward to towards the end of this year, I really started to notice that I was getting quite a lot of kind of bigger pores around my nose and like slightly onto my cheeks here and then just on my chin. And I was like, what is going on? Every time I put my makeup on, like I was really happy with my foundation, but my pores just looked slightly bigger and I was just really unhappy with them. When I was in Sephora in Vegas, the lady recommended this. It is such a good primer in terms of if you suffer from pores, like open pores. I know that pores don't open and close like doors. That's Caroline Hirons for you saying that. I get that completely. I understand that they're not going to disappear. But when I use this, I feel like it really does blur and diminish the appearance of the pores. I know that underneath on my makeup, they're there still, but I really do feel like it does make a difference to my makeup, and it does stop me from getting oilier. So I was thinking maybe this, you know, this primer thing really does work. What I do is I apply a small amount onto my nose, onto the start of my forehead, on my chin, and then onto my cheeks, and then I put my foundation on as normal, and it works. It really, really works for me, so I would highly recommend that. Second product, that is a makeup item which did also change my life in 2016. As you can tell, I've had many life-changing moments. This is such a good concealer, and I already spoke about this in my makeup haul. This is the Tarte CC Under Eye Concealer. I have been using this non-stop since I bought it. This is what it looks like. It only comes in 2 shades, which is so annoying and disappointing. I really hope they make more of them. They've been really focusing on Shape Tape, I think it's called, something like that. It's like a contouring concealer. I just feel like this doesn't get the hype it deserves. This is really, really good at colour correcting if you suffer from any grey areas under your eyes. I really do feel like this tones it down and at the same time gives you such an amazing coverage under your eyes, gets rid of dark circles. I love it. What I do is I apply it with a wet beauty blender or just your ring finger. You only need a small amount. It is a very concentrated, very pigmented product, but it really does do the job and I love it so much. This is another makeup item. Now I feel like I'm just like covering different areas of the face because I couldn't just narrow it down to one product. I'm wearing it at the moment, but this is my all-time favourite nude ever now. I mean, like, I have found my holy grail nude, and this is the Dose of Colours liquid lipstick in the colour Truffle. I really love this colour so much. It stays on really, really well. I just love it. I've been wearing it all the time. It's got like a really nice consistency to it. It's not really wet when you put it on. There's a lot of liquid lipsticks that I own that are very, very wet once you put them on, but this is almost creamy, so it doesn't feel as drying, and I just think that this is a really good colour for me to wear every day, which I have been doing. Yeah, I would really recommend their products. I really like them. So the final makeup item is actually eyeshadows, and I have them here in my Z palette, which actually should just be in my favourites as well because it's such an amazing palette. These are these ones here, forget about these ones that I'm covering, but these are all my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, which I did pick up when I was in America, and they are honestly the best eyeshadows I have ever used. I will continue to buy her products. I absolutely love them. The eyeshadows have such good pigmentation. They stay on very well. They blend really well. I love them so much. I also have a couple of her palettes. I have the Mario palette, and I also have the Modern Renaissance palette, which I did do do a look on a few months ago, so you can go and check that out. I just think for value for money and how good they are just incredible. And there's one eyeshadow which I couldn't get last year, which I did tell you about in my vlog, and that was Pink Champagne. I'm absolutely desperate to get my hands on that, so if you guys know where I can get that from, then please comment below. But I absolutely love her eyeshadows so much, and I would highly recommend them if you're after some new eyeshadows, or you know, like her palette, her pre-made palettes that she brings out are also amazing. And yeah, I just love them, and I really can't wait to see what she brings out next year. And I think she is one of the only brands that I get really excited for in terms of launches and stuff like that, because she really just does bring out the most beautiful products. Okay, so the next item is just a little bit narcissistic, but there are hundreds of people out there that take selfies. I mean, like hundreds of thousands of people out there that take selfies. And it's a product that I bought last year. It has literally been a hit ever since I bought it. And this is my precious Selfie Light. So this is what it looks like. Just clips on and sits nicely there. And then you turn it on with the button, and you know what? It's not even going to show up very bright right now because it is so bright when it's on. Can you see, guys? Can you see the light? It's so bright when it's on. I love it so much. I take it everywhere with me. I have it in my bag all the time, and especially if I'm out in the evenings, I will get it out and everyone just goes crazy. Like on New Year's Eve the other day, I did go to my friend's house for a little bit. They were having a party, so we went round and I pulled this out and everyone went mad. Like even the guys were like, oh my God, this is so good. And it really does make a difference to your pictures. So I will link below where I bought it from. I did buy it on Amazon. It was about £10 and I love it. Okay, so a couple of other things that I actually don't have in front of me or on me right now because I can't really show you a TV show, but my favourite TV show of 2016 was actually Twin Peaks. Now, I know it didn't come out in 2016, if you are familiar with it, but my boyfriend Billy and I started watching it about 2 years ago, and this year we decided that we were going to rewatch it again because it is literally our favourite show ever. Watching it again just made me fall in love with it even more, and if you haven't seen it, you have to go and watch it because it is the best TV series ever. So basically, like True Detective and Stranger Things is kind of a little bit based on Twin Peaks. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. 2017 is actually a really exciting year for us because they're bringing Twin Peaks back, so it's going to be 20 years later. So basically there's a huge cast and we're just really, really excited. So if you haven't watched Twin Peaks before, I think it came out in the 90s. It's just such an amazing program and you need to go and watch it. Okay, so my last sort of 2016 favourites is actually a book, and it was actually your guess, my friend Sophia that actually recommended this book to me. Now, I love reading books so much. I read as much as I possibly can. When I go on holiday, I go through about 5 books because I just absolutely love reading. But this was a book that really stayed with me throughout the year. And basically, some of you know, or I think probably all of you know, that my dad died when I was just before my 24th birthday in January 2015. And it has been, and still is even now, such a painful and awful thing that happened to my family. And yeah, it's just, I mean, like, I want to make a video basically about grief and like how you deal with it and all this other stuff because it's really crap and awful. So basically I was going through a stage where I was literally just like, I can't do this anymore, like I can't like carry on with my everyday life. It was just really, really affecting me, obviously. Like my dad was like my best friend, so even now like it's really hard to talk about it, but I can talk about it and not cry. So yeah, so basically my friend recommended a book, and ever since my dad died, I was kind of looking for books or things or stories about people that were going through the same thing, or anything about death or like after death I was like fascinated with, and I still kind of am. I mean, like I would love to go and see like a psychic or, you know, a clairvoyant or someone like that, and that's something that I'll do in my own time. But this book really did help me, and the book is called Many Lives, Many Masters, and it's by a guy called Dr. Brian Weiss, who is a psychiatrist. This is basically about a young patient that he has in who is like going through quite a lot in her personal life. She goes to see him, and I don't really want to tell you too much about it, but it's absolutely incredible. I mean, I gave this to my mum after I read it and she absolutely loved it, and I don't think I really want to tell you the storyline because I don't want to ruin it, but it really did help me. And although it isn't about necessarily life after death, it was something that really did open my eyes up a little bit, and it's just such an incredible book. I mean, he sold 1.5 million copies worldwide, and he lives and practices in Miami, so if any of you are in Miami and you want to go and see a psychiatrist, go and see him. This is just such an amazing book, and like, yeah, there's like so many amazing books that I read throughout 2016, like The Girl on the Train, and really, really good books like that. But this really did stay with me. If you are going through like a really hard time in your life, or a bereavement or anything like that, I would highly recommend going out and getting a copy of this because it is life-changing. So yeah, that is my 2016 favourites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so happy to be back filming again. I can't even tell you. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any kind of suggestions or comments about future videos or anything you guys like to see, please comment below and let me know, because like I said before, I'm going to be doing 2 videos a week and I'm really excited to get stuck in. I have got a Monday to Friday job, so it's going to be quite interesting about how this works, but it's something that I really want to just push myself in, and I absolutely love making videos. So I really hope that you guys will stick around with me for that, and I will see you soon for another video. Take care. Bye.